6.5 hours later.
Holy shit, man.
Alright, good morning guys. So this is part 2 of the upgrade of my electrical system. Welcome to the loads of Pete. And Pete is the neighbor of my uncle. And well, he has this warehouse that I can use to glue the solar panel on top of the roof without it getting wet. So what Paul, my buddy, told me, he said, okay, when you stick the solar panel mounts on the roof, you want it to dry at least 24 hours. So that's why I'm currently at the warehouse of Pete. Now, of course, before we start, first a cup of coffee. Now, what I've done yesterday with my dad already is we peeled my old solar panel off, which is this one right over here. That was a terrible job because I used nano tape, which is amazing tape apparently. So I used a combination of nano tape and kit to stick it to my roof. And yeah, it stuck really well. As shown, this here is my old panel. And right over here, there's gonna be my new solar panel. This one is 100 watt and this one has 380 watts of power. So that basically means that it's gonna deliver almost 4 times as much energy for my camper right over here, so that I can just work at ease without thinking about energy and without thinking about these things. So, let's continue. Alright, so we took off the solar panel yesterday and there's still a lot of sticky stuff left, which is basically nano tape, it's called. Honestly, I think it's one of the most powerful double-sided tape that I've ever used. Now there's still some rest parts of the nano tape right over here. So I'm gonna peel these things off right now and afterwards.
One eternity later.
So we arrived to the last little piece of nano tape that is on my roof. We're almost done peeling this off, and afterwards, once this is done, I will start cleaning the roof and sanding the roof so we can prepare for installing the mounts.
Ik ga op de dak schoonmaken.
So we decided to clean the rooftop first before mounting the solar panel, just because otherwise we'll never be able to clean it again. Alright, so we marked where all the mounts are gonna go. Now we're gonna sand it. And then we're gonna clean it with Sandmark, and afterwards we're gonna stick the mount to the roof. Alright, so the last step for today is done. We've glued the mounts on top of the roof, and now we rest the solar panel on the mount so that it can actually get hard, or whatever it's called. So tomorrow we come back and then we're gonna see if everything worked out as it should. All right guys, so that's it for today. Tomorrow we're gonna fix the solar panel to the mounts. See you tomorrow. All right, good morning everybody. It's day 2, or actually day 3 in Pete's warehouse. Also good morning from my little pupper. Hey buddy. So I'm super stoked for today because obviously the mounts should be mounted to the roof right now. It's still drying, so I don't want to touch it too much because my buddy Paul, he said, let it just rest for at least 24 hours. So that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, in the time being, we're just gonna chill here a little bit. We're gonna hang out here and I'm gonna let this thing dry. And then we can finally add the solar panel to the mounts and we can connect the cables so that I have infinite power and I can create content wherever and whenever I want. Super, super, super stoked for this. Alright, so the dishes are done. Yeah, now we gotta wait until the glue is hardened. So I guess we're just gonna edit a little bit, work a little bit, and then later I'll come back to you.
The next day.
So we're at the second to last stage of mounting the solar panel. Now we can actually screw it tight. We got the right screws. Yesterday we had the wrong ones. They were too short, but now we have the right ones. They're 35 millimeter. And also Daddy found a spoiler, so we can actually put something right in front of my solar panel once it's mounted, so that the wind won't get under it and yeah, it will stick to the roof as tight as possible.
38 millimeters.
38! Okay, let's go. Last 2 screws of the project. Woo! Limited solar power. Alright, so the very last step is to create a spoiler so that the wind actually blows over the solar panel and not underneath it, so that it won't catch any wind. We got this thing from our friends at Mapro. Yeah, now we just have to customize it a little bit so that it will fit yeah, exactly underneath the solar panel. So we're gonna cut off this little corner and right over here as well. Let's go. Alright, so finally, after a couple of days of hard work in Pete's warehouse, we finished the whole project. We finally have a massive solar panel on the roof, 4 times the power than I had before. Thank you so much for helping me, Daddy. Also, Buddy, thanks for eating my fingers. And yeah, if you like this video, of course, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more fan life content. I hope to see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.